Hello. Hopefully y'all can hear us now. We just got a couple of raids. Raid from Rando Wasteland earlier playing Fallout 2. We got the beautiful raid from Gassy with the C3 train coming in. What mod? Kate, do you remember what mod were they showing? A survival?
Survivor Overhaul by Legend.
Oh, beautiful. That is awesome. And I saw a little bit of the beginning of it, but then we were prepping. I hope you guys enjoyed that so far. And we got Solior coming with the raid too. We got to shout out all of our beautiful raiders. First, Gassy helping us with several streams during C3 this time. Beautiful. And we have Solior coming in as well. What were you playing, Solior? I need to see what you were up to over there. Everybody getting ready for C3, streaming things. Oh, Fallout New Vegas, beautiful. I think he's in the big empty right now, y'all. So he's stuck there for a bit. That's amazing. C3 going strong. Hey, Ellie, good to see you. Veda, you've been doing awesome today. Going strong too, Veda. Love it. And we've got a big day tomorrow. It's going to be a great time. So yeah, everybody, welcome in. So happy to see you. Let me do a quick introduction and a little stream start here. So ladies, gentlemen, and envies, welcome to the Independent Wiki panel for C3 2026. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves so far and excited to talk with my friends here, of course, for our kind of semi-annual meeting gathering here. It's more like a party at this point. It's our third year doing it, right?
Third year, let's go.
Third year, let's go. Third year for C3, third year for this presentation with the Indie Fallout Wiki. We're going to talk about a number of things. We're going to talk about what they do for mods and how the Wiki helps with that, the Wiki and community, IRL stuff, how the Wiki has grown and changed over the last couple of years. But before we talk, I should probably introduce everybody with me. So up over my head here, we've got AstralAbraxas. Hey, Abraxas.
Hey.
And over here, we've got Doc Blubbin.
Hi.
And Kate Aces over here on the right.
Hello.
Beautiful to have you all. Okay, so I don't know if you want to jump right into it this year and what topic you want to start with today, or if you just want to welcome people.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks everybody for joining our C3 panel. We're super, super excited to have everybody here. And thank you to JStar for hosting us for the third year in a row. We couldn't do it without you. So I appreciate that. And we're really jazzed about you helping us out. C3 has kicked off super strong this year, and we're really grateful for everyone's help to have modders granting wishes for the Make-A-Wish International. That's super hype, and we're super excited. This year, we're gonna kind of go into the Wiki's role in supporting modders and documenting modders and their projects, and then showing off kind of like what the mods look like, and then how we cover them on the Wiki. So that's what we're going to be doing this year. I have with me Doc, Blubbin, and Abraxas, and they're going to help out and sort of help showcase our stuff. And that's the run of show.
I dropped the link into the chat. So obviously we are raising money for Make-A-Wish this C3. Right now, it looks like our total raised is at 743 across several streams. So thank you guys so much. Over here, if you donate on our stream with our link, I got a special starburst I set up just for you. You're gonna get a little preview here. Little full screen starburst happening with every donation on top of the alert. So if you want a little more of that, just feel free and donate. We really appreciate your help with the cause too. I hope people who watch the intro videos, I hope you enjoyed some of those stories about people helped by Make-A-Wish. I have a feeling in our lives, we all have some people who have. I know my friend Andrew's son actually, who has dealt with cystic fibrosis all through his childhood treatments over and over again. He actually had a Make-A-Wish trip 2 years ago, and it was an absolute highlight for him. Absolutely, wonderful to see.
That's so rad.
Yeah. So you gave us the run of show. Let's get into it. What is the Wiki? Anybody want to talk about that? Like, what is the Independent Fallout Wiki?
So
what is it?
So we are just a group of people want to we're just cataloging all the information we can, not just the series, the main series, the games, but also the greater community, like obviously streamers, modders, general, community focus. Jessica has a page in the community section, of course.
Best
Um,
page.
Up to, one of
Uh,
many best pages.
That's right.
Um, and so we are largely trying to run through the thoughts in my head. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Kind of like a community-based
Mhm.
like sections. So we got a couple sections of the wiki, like your regular Fallout stuff. You got your power armor page, and you got your, FEV page, but we wanted to be more than just covering the game's content. So we also got these other kick-ass sections. Like we cover all the community stuff, like whether you're a streamer, modder, like no matter what. Like we cover like events that are going on about Fallout, and then like the modding section, resource section. So like ideally being like a collaborative place for all Fallout to be, not just the stuff that's in the games.
One of the
Sorry,
things
Blubbin,
that
I stole your thunder.
I love about the independent wiki, though, no, that really is one of the things that I love. The fact that you can bring that something extra. It's independent. Y'all are in charge. People you're looking at here and a few other overseers, you all pitch in, you help. It's a big community effort of a lot of people who learn to edit over time and make those changes. And you're willing to entertain like some cool ideas. Like we should have a section for this that, maybe some less independent wikis wouldn't be able to do. So that's awesome.
I think, like
Yeah.
you mentioned, we should have a section on this. I think that's like probably one of our greatest strengths is we kind of just let people cook, right? Like if someone has an idea, we always try to find a way to make it work or try to find a
Mhm.
way to incorporate it. Like we're always trying to like do more, do better, and like improve and like always striving to go bigger and better when we can. And I think,
Mhm.
like I said, that's like a huge thing.
Yeah, as mentioned, we have the community spaces and the mod spaces. And the mod space is really, really handy and for just as a resource in terms of it's been getting a lot of play recently in terms of the rollout of like verified creations and just
Mhm.
keeping track of like who made what,
Mhm.
and like you can look at a mod author's page and just see the list of all of the mods they've made, all the creations they've made going down the line.
Mhm.
And so you can
It's like a
kind of get an
resume.
idea of like a resume, exactly.
I wonder, do you think there are modders who actually use their wiki page as a resource? Like, like the equivalent of a LinkedIn, but, actually good, not evil?
Definitely. I've definitely
Right.
seen people
Yeah.
definitely see people do that. There are like some people ask for help to do it, like, they'll come to the social media or they'll send a message in like our DMs or on the wiki, like Discord server itself, and they'll either ask for help or they'll do it themselves with if they know how to do it. They'll add like all of their mods and their links
Mhm.
and like you said, there are people out there who use it to fully catalog all of their works and creations and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
So we have a
Yeah.
question. Well, Veda's in there. Veda said she plans to use it for that when she figures out how to
Mhm.
put it in properly. Awesome. And
Oh,
Ornery
yeah.
Ochre Ocelotl says, wait, we have wikis? Yes. Yes. The independent
Mhm.
Fallout wiki. That's what we're talking about today.
Mhm.
Mhm. And we
Yeah.
have
Yeah. Go ahead, Blubbin.
no, I was just saying, because you mentioned, people like Mari's using it. We have quite a few modders that just hang out like in the
Mhm.
Discord and hang out with us. Obviously Pig is a big one that he hangs out. We mainly keep him around for his cat, honestly.
Yeah.
um,
Orange.
Orange, absolutely. Um, and like we just and Dak has joined recently, lovely
Mhm.
guy. And
Same with like streamers too. We have streamers who hang out
streamers.
with us too.
Mhm.
Like Sargu is a smaller streamer, but he's like one of our most
Sargu
active
Copperpot.
community
Mhm.
Yeah,
members.
right?
We love
Yes, and
Sargu.
Yes.
he's a sweetheart. We love him. He's pretty active there. But yeah, it's not just it's more than just a wiki. It's like someone in chat said it's really is it's not just a wiki. It's a whole
Yeah,
community
I think
that
Eleanor
has come
mentioned
together.
that. In a way, I almost
Yeah.
feel like y'all encourage people to do more by becoming a
Yeah.
central resource, by becoming a nexus of sorts, for everything
Mhm.
other than mods, which Nexus is the nexus for that. But
Yeah.
but people, they're participating more, they're talking more. Suddenly they're like, well, what if I were to stream this? And one thing that you encourage too in the community, in the regular voice chats you do and screen shares, like a person might just start
Mhm.
out sharing a bit of their project there in
Yeah.
Discord with you, and then they're screen sharing. They're like, wait,
Yeah.
well, this isn't hard. I could stream this. And next thing you
Mhm.
know, they're out
Yeah.
there too. And I love to see it. So
Yeah, for sure.
here's a question for you to kind of keep it moving. The Wiki's
Mhm.
been around for 2.5, almost 3 years now, right?
Mhm.
Almost 4. In April,
Almost
it'll be 4.
4. Okay.
Yep.
Because I
Yep.
was thinking you launched January of 22. So was it April 22?
April
April.
22.
Beautiful. Wow, that's amazing. So
I can't believe it. That's so long. Holy
right,
smokes.
right. You've really established yourselves. So how the
Holy
last 2
shit.
years, Fallout has become more of a phenomenon than ever. You know, I mean, obviously those of us
Mhm.
here have loved it and dedicated to it for years and years, but it's kind of become huge in the public consciousness. So how has
Mhm.
that changed for the wiki? How has the popularity kind of changed what the wiki does, or your traffic, that sort of thing?
When the
Traffic has gone
show,
up.
yeah, when the show first came out for the first season, the traffic boomed. It was crazy. Like,
Mhm.
it's and we some of you guys might know we moved hosts recently, and which has been a huge help because now we have a much stronger force to hold the larger traffic. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's been crazy. A lot. Not even just new viewers, but new editors who have
Mhm.
joined
Coming and
or like
contributing.
and
Yeah.
contributors, yeah, for sure.
No, that's totally true. It's one of the reasons we moved. Is because when the show came out, we had so much it like crashed the whole thing. Like
Mhm.
we
Mhm.
just couldn't handle it, and it was just like, I mean, it's a good problem to have, but
Mhm.
like we're like, we need a bigger house.
Yeah.
All these people like Fallout all of a sudden. Holy smokes!
And it's just there's been so much with the show in regards to like new actors, new characters, new locations,
Yeah.
returning to old locations, and like
Trying to figure
keep
out how
on
to
top.
navigate those
How
things.
to
Like, do we make a
navigate
new page for
that,
this? Do we add it to the old page?
Mhm.
Like, I
because
don't
it's like, oh,
know.
well, in the show, oh, this character's in Freeside. Do we add them to the Freeside page? Well, someone coming for New Vegas, that's not relevant
Would
to
be
them.
like,
So
where they
trying to
at?
figure out how to, marry these ideas and get things, and that something that hasn't necessarily been like a new issue we've had regarding the show is
Yeah.
we've never had a property with multiple designated different Brotherhood chapters in it. The show was
Mhm.
the first time, right? There's
Right.
been instances like the Outcasts, but that's easy. It's like that's Brotherhood Outcast and that's the Brotherhood deal. But we're suddenly having the issue with the show of like
Grand Canyon
the
and
Grand Canyon and
mhm.
Coronado and
Mhm.
and Yosemite and the Knights of San Fernando and the Commonwealth coming in. It's like we've never had this particular thing before, so having to kind of powwow about how do we navigate this, how do and that's we really encourage people to come in and give their thoughts about, right? um and
Like, how
because
should
we
we do
love
this?
hearing
Like, let us
how should we do
know.
this,
Like, what you
we're
think?
always
Because
open to ideas in terms
Mhm.
of
yeah, because we
like
don't necessarily know the best way. Like, we need community
mhm,
input so we can
Mhm.
do it in a
community
way that
input,
makes
like
sense and
how
is
mhm,
easy to
how
find.
would people expect, because that's when you're a wiki editor and like this is kind of what you do, you tend to get bogged down in terms of that one mindset, right?
Mhm.
Of you're a wiki editor, and so you perceive and look at things a specific way, but you can't get bogged down. You need to bring in people like, okay, you as the average user, what are
Joe
you
Wiki
looking
reader.
for? Joe Wiki reader. Yeah, what are you looking for?
Mhm.
And you need to really take that into account, you know.
Right, because the growth
And
is organic and responsive to community needs. But I see what you're saying.
mhm,
As a wiki editor, you have certain ways that you edit, certain things that you do, and certain things you
mhm.
think are important. So how do
Mhm.
you source that from the community? Like, how do you kind of find that there's a need? Are people
So
actually asking in the Discord? Is it something
yeah,
that
so we have a channel for in the Discord for wiki questions. If someone just like coming in broaching an
Mhm.
idea or saying like, hey, this, what about this?
Mhm.
And we're all, we're open to like hearing that out and like kind of, as mentioned earlier, like even if something isn't necessarily immediately feasible, we're not just going to tell you no. We're
Yeah.
going to try and figure out like, okay, how can we reach, something where both like where we can get what you want to like get to work as best as possible, even if it's
Mhm.
like not the initial idea isn't like technically possible. Like, how do we
Let's hybrid
reach
it
a
up.
conclusion?
Let's like
Let's
work
have
it
let's
out.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's reach a
Uh,
conclusion where everyone's satisfied.
and to add to that, the like when people come to us with questions or requests, the Discord is one of them. I actually made a post about this on the social on our socials recently because I don't want to say a problem we have, but a lot of people will reach out in our DMs on like Instagram or Twitter, but a lot of that goes through spam. So like the best way to contact us is definitely through our Discord or like going on the wiki and leaving a message on like an
Oh, like a
administrator's
talk
like
page.
talk page they're called.
Mhm.
Because yeah, a lot of the time, they kind of slip through the cracks because they go through that spam filter. So the Discord is definitely the best way. But I've honestly I've had people and I always try to check it when I can, to make sure nothing's getting missed. But I've definitely had people who are like, "Oh, I have this question. Like, I don't like, do you kind of know the answer?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know the answer. I'll send the message over to the other staff on the Discord and see what they think. But you can also join, and maybe like another user can help you too." So
Mhm.
we've had people come and join the Discord after being like, "Oh, there are other people I can interact with who might know the answer." And then they'll join, and then maybe someone who's not on staff will know the answer before a staff member can properly respond. It's entirely like a community effort. Like it's not just
Mhm.
like us trying to respond. There is help from our we have community support as
Absolutely.
well.
I
That's
love our
great.
community.
So I dropped the card link in chat again for people. If people aren't in the Discord, I
Mhm.
have a feeling a lot of people here are. But we're here to talk, I know, about not just what the wiki is, but specifically the resources, stuff around C3 and modding and stuff like that. So did you guys want to jump into the section talking about mods?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Blub, if you want to pop open your game, we're going to do this thing where Blubbin's going to stream some of the wacky, zany mods I've made, and I'll show you their pages on the wiki. So, the wiki kind of started with covering mods as far as just like, here's the name of the mod. And then we started covering authors and connecting those together. And then we started adding voice actors who voice in the mod. We started adding that. And then after that, we're like, okay, well, in the credits section of mods, there's always like other modders that help each other out, right? So we want to give them credit. So then we started linking those together of like all the credited on this. And so now in the year of our, Lord 2026, we started to add mod content. So like you got a mod and there's characters in the mod, there's guns in the mod, there's locations, and we started documenting that. So that's our new thing. It's like you put out your mod and now we're going to write about your characters and we're going to write about your locations.
So breaking down mod information, characters in the mod like you would characters in the main game as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think one of our biggest examples of that that I can easily point to is Fallout London. Fallout London has a huge sub wiki, it's called, where it's just content dedicated to Fallout London and what's in Fallout London. And we have several active editors who just edit that side of the wiki, and it's
Only
great because
London.
content
Yep.
like that stays up to date. Or not even up to date, but it is being worked on, so there is like an additional resource for Fallout London and other similarly large-sized mods. I think we also have one for Tale of Two Wasteland as well.
I think that's a really interesting addition. We're talking about organic growth and how things grow as a need. I remember when Fallout London came out a year and a half ago now or so. Was it 2 years? My goodness, it's been a little bit. And initially it had its own page on the wiki as like a separate drop-down thing. And then I saw that it got moved into a mod section as you added other large mods. You're like, hey, we're doing this for London. That's great. Let's do this for other mods. And that kind of grew over time.
We're
So-
playing.
I was going to ask what we're looking at here.
Oh, okay. Well, real quick before we move too far on, I like talking about the Fallout London stuff, and I want to give a huge shout to Wobot Jax and Dorina, who have been just day after day, work on the Fallout London section. Like they've been doing amazing work, and we really appreciate. Everyone really appreciates them. And in regards to other big mods, we're excited to cover future stuff that's coming out. Say like Cascadia is a big one that's coming out in a bit. And
or like the ones we saw earlier today, Chicago.
Earlier today,
Survival,
Chicago and
Pros stuff. We're pretty darn
Chicago
hyped
looks
to
super
Appalachia. Like really
Appalachia
excited to
also.
cover that stuff.
Oh, that looked wonderful. It was really great to see that and how much of it was playable and wanderable right there. Seeing guys run through some of that, I'm like, I know. It was a Leo pointing thing, like we do during the show. I'm like, look, but aged.
That's
It's just
Morgantown.
awesome. But yeah, I just pulled up the full wiki section. There's things like America Rising 2 is in there, Attack of the Lobotomites. I don't think I know Attack of the Lobotomites. The Creative Family Wiki.
Yeah, Wana's
Linden.
mod. Yeah,
Nice.
it's good.
Made by Wana in the Bone Zone.
In the Bone Zone, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's really good. I would give
It's
it
a
a
big
look.
one, yeah.
It's really good. It's for Fallout 4, Attack of the Lobotomites.
And are these lobotomites from Big Empty, those kind of lobotomites? Or different?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but like way cooler.
I'm going to have to check that out. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So going back, so basically what you are currently looking at is Kate has been on a hot streak recently of workshop mods, right? And adding different buildable items to the workshop. Here, I'm gonna actually real quick. I'm gonna sit and wait till it's daytime.
That's right. And this is General Constantine Chase, Blubbin's character in Fallout 4, who every time I make a mod, he's my test guinea pig, so he tests them for me, and he takes a picture. If it works, right? He takes a picture of General Constantine Chase standing in front of the mod, like the whatever I built. And then I put it in the mod like listing of General Constantine Chase approves this mod.
And it's just
so
every
cool.
image is progressively further and further pulled out as it gets filled out.
Yeah, go to the other side
and
to like see all this stuff.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different mods in here. Like the Mr. Handy. The Mr. Handy may have a baseball. Mr. Swada.
Mr. Swada!
And the snowman. My frame rate is severely being affected by the amount of alcohol laying on the floor.
Blubbin, you should just go and build stuff like somewhere else, because this is gonna kill you. Like you dropped like 5,000 alcohol bottles on the ground.
Is it the snowman that has a problem? Do we need an intervention there?
Yeah, what is going on?
Yeah.
Here, over here. I'm smoothing out over here.
Oh, thank God. It has such a long like area around like where it's
a huge area of effect. So what are most of them under, Kate? Statues?
Statues, yeah.
And just from a bunch of different, a lot of these are from pulled from different parts of the game that you aren't able to, build normally. Like this is stuff, like these two things are from Cabot House, which Cabot House has some really interesting world objects that are just in that one spot, never anywhere else, right? And all of these mods they're covered on the wiki. Like these are all from different things. The recreation of the baseball backdrop.
Oh my goodness! Big shout out to Curl Vicious donating $7 to make a wish. Thank you very much, Curl. That's amazing. That's awesome.
And obviously, as part of the mod making process, is just finding what the actual items are.
Right.
In terms of say you want to use an item just in the creation kit and such, and we've made a lot of pages on just different world objects and what their IDs are, which is really useful. I know as a resource, I've had Griffin comment about how it's super handy for when he's building his stuff in the creation kit.
Extending settlements with these kind of items is really great, Kate. And I love that you're using different in-game assets. But some of these, I don't recognize some of these signs. Or, that's definitely a created item there. So you're putting these together too. That's so cool. So this is a very baseball-themed mod collection here.
It's all vanilla stuff, like just kit bash stuff together.
Mr. Snowball.
Mr. Snowball.
That's
so ridiculous.
Oh, he's so cunning.
And there's just a whole bunch. Because there's so much stuff
when I make the mods, I have the wiki open and add all the stuff, so at least I can remember it, right? So I don't remember all the stuff but I got to remember their editor IDs. I got to remember the form IDs. I want people to be able to spawn stuff in or whatever, and so I use the wiki during the mod creation process to keep track of all those things.
So what a lot of us might add in Notepad and stuff like that while we're working, you can just use the wiki itself.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's what I try to encourage folks to do is if you want to, you could add anything to it. It's your space. God, this stuff is so
the horrible scarecrows.
Yeah, the horrible scarecrows. They're human cadavers, yeah.
But they're your
They're
horrible
like scarecrow or
scarecrows,
whatever.
you know?
They're my horrible scarecrows. That's right. Well, somebody said, I think Juana was the one who was like, man, there's no scarecrows in Fallout 4. And I'm like, you're right. There aren't any scarecrows in Fallout 4. I was like, I'm going to make some. It just evolved from there.
It was that, and it was also, I was streaming in the Discord, because we'll just hang out and chat and stream stuff. I was streaming Silent Hill F, and I got to the section with like the scarecrow things.
Yeah.
And that was when you like fully locked in.
I was like, dude, I'm on this. And some people will like come on the wiki and say, like onto the page and say, hey, can you add this to this mod? Can you add this to this mod? And I'll be like, sure, why not? Let's throw it on there. Like, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a really neat aspect of being an editor and, you know, a wiki overseer and also a mod author. So for people who are maybe interested in what Blubbin's showing us right here, like what are the name of these mods? Or, I mean, they can just go to the wiki and look you up, but what are the mods that we're looking at?
So if, I don't know, I guess I could stream my stuff. Blubbin, oh my gosh, you're terrible.
And we wonder why he had low frame rate over there. It just doesn't stop.
Yeah, we wonder. So on each person's mod page, they're like, I'll just look at my own like mod Kate Aces. Like I have a list of all the stuff I've done, so that you know if people are interested in seeing like you want the creepy scarecrows and you want to build a huge ass swan in your settlement, like I got you. And
I think to interject for a brief second, I think something Kate said very quickly to explain. So for people who aren't familiar with wikis, there's different subsections that are called namespaces. So there is basically a title before a page's name that designates where it goes. So any mod content that you're looking to find would have the word mod and then a colon, and then it's the title of the mod or the character. And it's the same thing applies for community members. It's community and it's colon, and then it's the content of the page, right? So that is kind of to understand. That's kind of how things are navigated. So nothing that is mod content will ever mix with what is main series content. It's always designated separately. There is like a clear dividing line between the two, so there's no confusion there navigation wise.
So new item IDs and stuff like that. It's segregated.
Yeah, and the subsections even are different colors. Like our main space is blue, and then I think modding is like a green color, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I think.
And you know, so on. So there is like several tells that, you know, something you're looking at is like main space versus modded content. Like we do make that very clear to our users.
So you won't mix it up and think that like a mod is vanilla.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking about that then, did we want to jump over? Did someone want to screen share and actually pull up the wiki page and walk us? Oh my goodness, we just got a donation from Sulior. Sulior, thank you so much for that $10 from Make-A-Wish. Appreciate you so much. Fantastic. Thank you.
Yes. The bourbon. It's Burns bourbon.
It's a calming
These are all the
tincture.
alcohols there over there. You know, it's a miracle remedy for lumbago.
Yeah, for lumbago.
It's the whiskey is the big one, right?
I am a firm believer in Dr. Savetlo's calming tincture.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's this?
Yes.
Old man liver
whiskey.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Fallout Fan Celebration there with that. That's wonderful. Old Man Liver.
Old Man Liver owns the Prospector Saloon. Good Springs,
Very
Nevada.
nice, man. Very nice.
I had to, you know, put that in game. It was a must.
Yep.
But yeah, so Kate.
Blubbin, where's your vodka?
Oh yeah, wait, hang on. There's also
we just got another donation from Rando Wasteland. Thank you so much for your donation to Make-A-Wish. Oh my goodness, we're up to $50 just this stream so far again. And that puts us over 800 total. Thank you guys so much for this. Really appreciate you coming, donating, supporting, and hanging out while we apparently are, you know, looking at alcohol. Oh,
yeah, look at booze.
Where's this
anti-pain painkiller?
Anti-pain painkiller is pretty good.
It's Doc Blubbin's.
The anti-pain painkiller.
Super fine. Yeah, there's super fine print that says like, remedy for wounds, flux, cholera, social disease, clogged bowel, Canadianism, the vapors, sad lung, and communist leanings.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of makes me wonder though, if there's an painkiller, is there a pro painkiller?
Probably.
Right.
Absolutely.
Speak of the
Yeah,
modder,
Sargu, let's
Sargu Copperpot.
go.
Holy smokes,
Oh,
the very
sorry, we just-
one.
The
We're
one
just
and the
talking
same.
about you.
We were talking about you
Sure.
earlier. That's amazing. Modder and
In
streamer.
a good way.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
And he does prop making too, doesn't he, Sargu?
Um,
Anyway, wonderful to see you. That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Propane killer and propane killer accessories. Exactly.
mhm.
Yeah.
Right?
All right, Kate,
Yeah.
yeah. Pull up the wiki.
Yeah, let's switch
Sure.
over.
I'll just share my screen. At least there's no
Another
garbage in the background. Of the
screen
screen.
share going. Here we go.
Let me know if you can see it.
I do not see any garbage. I do see the screen.
Woohoo.
I'll be right back.
I'm loving some of these titles. They're beautiful.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's an example of like a mod author page. You can write whatever you want on there. Put all your links, put all the stuff you do,
hmm
and then it's just named like based on your name. So it just pulls in all the mods I've added, like the first mod I ever made and the best mod I've ever made. The best mod I've ever made and ever will make is the 12-foot skeleton.
I mean, it sounds pretty cool. So is that basically what it sounds like on the label? The 12-foot yard skeleton, Halloween style?
It is. Yeah.
It's the 12-foot
Some
hardware town
people-
skeleton.
Hardware
Some
town,
people
yeah.
might remember this from the very beginning of C3. Eleonora did pull up the 12-foot skeleton
Yes!
as well.
Mhm.
Return of the King over here.
That's right.
Mhm.
So I got coming soon ones on there. Like if I'm working on stuff, it's not out yet, and on each one of them is like some details. You got some infomercial here, but I'll list all the stuff that like it has its own world object pages. So it'll tell you what the editor IDs are, form IDs, and have like a little picture like from NIFSCO.
So
Like,
your
that was kinda
badged
cool.
objects all get their own ID and identifier. Cool.
Yep. Yeah. And then it also says like, oh, here's the base game objects that be crafted to. So like stuff that's not unique. And then I kept them all there. Like there they are. And then if people make videos about mods, like I'll also include that on the page. Like here, Snail made this video that includes this mod in it. I think that's pretty
And it's
cool.
a
so I'm
link
gonna
out to the
include it.
YouTube. So it's not locally hosted. Some of the images are probably mostly
Correct.
locally hosted, but the videos are not.
Yes.
Okay.
The videos are not, so that'll take you right to their YouTube,
Yeah.
Mhm.
which I think is
Beautiful.
pretty cool.
Not stealing views or anything.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
that's
worry.
what I love. I mean, yeah, exactly. That, you're kind of promoting the community. Someone takes the time to make something about your mod. You take the time to link to them. It's
Yeah, to
just
kick them
a
back out.
beautiful circle. But yeah, gosh,
Right?
okay. Your little mod thumbnails they are totally YouTube thumbnail worthy. Those are
Oh,
beautiful.
right? That font is bizarre. It's a recreation of the one that's from the Alan Wake's like Night Springs.
Yeah.
So it's like a
it's the
deep.
Night Spring spot.
It's the Night Springs font, like deep cut to this other video game,
When you can take a
And I
slightly
was like-
horror font and yellow it up and make it pretty. I love it.
and make it
Mhm.
pretty. Yeah. And I was like, oh man, that has to be something I do every time. So that's what I do every time. And Schmaltech Presents, which is the name of our server.
Of course.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
yeah,
love
so, like-
the whole Schmaltech vibe.
Right,
Mhm.
right. So on Nexus, you could put like you have your mods, and you could put like a spoiler. So instead, I put all my spoilers and stuff on the wiki. So I'm like, hey, like I made the Giddy Up Bobble Cup mod for the
my
Fallout Flood
favorite.
Western mod jam, and I wanted to make like if people wanted to search for them, they could search for them. But I put them on the wiki of like, here's all of the different horses you could find, and I spoilered like where they're located. So I'm like, here you go. You can visit the wiki and see like this is on the Hubris Comics top floor.
Spoilers.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Spoilers. Yep.
So that's a whole lot of detail on your own mods. Can we look at the navigation a bit? Just show people who maybe aren't familiar with the
Oh, yep.
the wiki navigation, how they can look at mods, how they
Sure.
can look up mods, all that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The mod, you can find it right at the top. Let's see, I'm gonna close all my stuff so I live in the absolute middle of nowhere, so it's
Not great
let's
internet.
see there. I don't have the best internet. Maybe you could do it, Blubbin. It's gonna take a minute. You show off our.
Yeah, let me.
We're gonna trade over to Blubbin, who's got Alaska Net, which is I don't know how that's better, but it is.
Somehow. All right. Let me share my screen.
Beautiful. I'm going to switch over.
Beautiful.
There we are. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much for that follow, Raven Swift. Thanks for stopping by and watching
Raven
the stream.
Swift, the GOAT.
There we go. Oh, okay. This is pretty. I like the dark theme
Dark
too.
mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, our dark mode where it's Vegas.
It won't burn your
just
retinas
more
like mine.
out. And you can see on our homepage we of course mention lore, mods, and more. With the wonderful logo made by Abraxas.
I
Yeah.
really I've loved every iteration of your logo, but this one is just like, it looks good on print. It looks good on hoodies and fleece too, apparently.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Swag.
Also, little things like that, the mod bounce, the image bounce. That was really cool. I love those little effects too. Like you see the wiki evolve over time, more and more, these little touches.
Yeah.
So the author of the Technical Lobotomites made that
Lana
bounce
was
code.
a lot of like the small little things that are like might bounce or wiggle or change color. That's usually him. He does like little quirky things like that. They're kind of add like a little extra bit of like interactive
Fun. Yeah.
to the
Really nice
website. Yeah, that
touch.
really make it. Yeah, it definitely is. It makes it more eye catching for sure.
And, there is a real lack of ads on the independent Fallout wiki too. I've noticed. Like, I'm not getting a bunch of pop-ups and ads except for things that are Fallout related.
Yeah,
Just-
so pretty much to
If you
expand on
log
that,
in, you don't have ads at
if
all.
you log in, you don't have ads. So we were completely ad free for a while, but now with our new host, we do have like some on the sides.
Mhm.
But if you log in or if you make an account and you log in, the ads are disabled. There's no ads at all.
That's
And
a
we make
wonderful
sure,
compromise.
like-
Become part of the community. You don't have to deal with that. But even if you just use
Yeah.
it as a resource and you don't want to log in, it's much less intrusive, than some
Yeah, and
sites.
you don't even have to like edit or anything if you make an account and log in. Like you don't have to edit your user page. You don't have to edit. You don't have to look. Like you can just keep browsing as normal. It just continues
Bro,
that.
new
ad-free
news. Raven
experience.
Swift just made their mod page on the wiki.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Holy smokes. That's so funny. That's so funny.
Talk about
love
timing.
Yes.
Dropping in for that there. So, okay, here's a quick comment from Seminole. It says, man, it would be great if someone made a more like settler interactive workshop, experiments, tubes, like in 76, more consoles, data sequencers, centrifuges, O-scopes, kind of like the research lab institute, but mad scientist, if that makes sense. I do think that with some of these world object mods do have a bit of a
do that.
laboratory theme. Do any of yours, Kate, or can you guys think of any off the top of your head that are already out there that have a lot of laboratory mad scientist theme?
I think Attack of the Lobotomites probably adds a lot of stuff like that.
Mhm.
Just by the nature
pretty
of
cool,
the
yeah.
theming. Yeah. Off the top of my head.
Yeah, I know a
I
lot
don't know,
of
maybe you can give me
settlements.
some of your ideas that I could workshop them.
There you go.
Anything. That's the thing about it. Anything that you see in the game, you can like forge together and make it a settlement object.
Well, and that's a lot of these settlement object mods are even more comprehensive. So there may be stuff like that inside of some other kits, but they don't necessarily focus on that specifically. But yeah, it's always a good thought. I have a friend who loves in 76. They're always making their mad scientist lair. It's what you got to do.
That's what you got to do.
So we were looking at navigation here under mods and how like people could navigate the site to look up mods or modders specifically.
So let me go to say, obviously you just mouse over, you take this will take you to the full mod space. Here you can see some of the more fleshed out ones we have, the full wikis. You can sort by game, which is very handy. Click here, authors and devs. Maybe my AlaskaNet is not better.
Uh-oh. Do we have to switch to
Oh, wait.
AbraxoNet?
There we go. All right.
Abraxonet.
So here, we just have a big old list of mod authors.
It's probably because that list is so freaking big.
This
It's probably
is
not your internet at all.
Probably what it is.
amazing. And alphabetical, so you can probably control F it or, you know, or search it. We got Robots Radio stopping in saying, you guys are great, independent Fallout Wiki, keep it up.
Woo!
Absolutely. Thanks,
I would
Tom.
say go to.
I will
Let's
say,
pick.
none of what we have. You could keep exploring, but none of what we have is like completely like it is like never ending. Like if you don't see yourself on there, or you don't see your friend on there, or a mod you like you, there is no limit to like what. Obviously, like we try to keep it safe for all ages, with our content, right, and community hosted content, but like anyone is welcome to add or join what they've created to the wiki. Like
Right.
it's not meant to exclude anyone. It's always meant to include. We always want to
Right.
continue to grow this resource and include as many people as possible as part of this project.
I get that sometimes a lot. I'm glad you brought that up, Abraxas, because some people are like, oh, I'm not a big enough streamer to have a wiki page. I'm not a big enough modder to have a wiki page. And that's not true. You can have 0 views. You can have 1 mod. Like that's enough. Like everyone is welcome to be included. It's a big community melting pot of, we want to cover everything.
Yeah.
We're not like saying, oh, you have to hit certain arbitrary like benchmarks to be included. Like, nah, like you can have a wiki page. Like I had a mod page before I was a modder. So like
you don't have to be this tall to enter the wiki,
Absolutely. The ride. Yeah.
Yep.
No. And if you look, Blubbin, like if you show them later, like we have like templates you could use to add yourself, or just join the Discord and be like, hey, I'm a modder. Could someone help me make my page? And we are going to fight over who gets to make that page. Like there will be a fist fight. Someone will lose. It will be Blubbin.
I will lose. Yes, I'm very eagerly.
That's beautiful. I'm enjoying looking at this, and I like that you also have modders that work on multiple projects, or some of the larger mod projects that have 10, 20 contributors, and they seem to all be listed here.
So if I were to go through and say, here's Pig, good friend of ours, and here is, you can see a bunch of the different things,
Pete, the friendly phantom. Oh.
Yeah, Pete the friendly phantom. Pigs, pumpkins, all this, or
and all the credits of him fixing all of my mods.
Yeah. Wait, do you mention that was?
I sure do.
Now,
good.
Here's a question about mod inclusion too. It's a combination of things on the Nexus and things on Creations, hosted by Bethesda Net too, right? Both of them. Okay. Do you list?
Or it could be.
Do you list verified creator paid mods? Are those equally included, or okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
they're still in our mod
backpack.
space. They're still in our mod space because they are essentially mods. But yes, they are included. There is nothing that excludes.
And you can see we list like cost, and stuff like that. So like you brought that.
And it's fun to like add new ones when they come out.
Absolutely, because you get to break them down too. You get to find those items and what they include, and actually go through it.
Right? Yeah. So it's like fun for us too, and like it also is fun to like buy them and give our friends some cash for their hard work and like support that as well.
No bark, no bite, Noonan.
Yeah,
he's not just barking; he's also not biting. Oh.
And you can see a bunch of Dax stuff. Not all of it, mind. Dak has a lot of mods.
Yeah. And just remember, like, if you don't see something, like Abraxas said, if you don't see something on there, it's not because we didn't include it. It's just because, like, people make so much stuff and we just haven't made it yet. So, like, if you want us to cover all your mods, just say it and I'll sit down in the afternoon and add them all. Like, so that's all it is.
Here's a question.
Dak wanted his family tree on, so we added it.
Yeah.
Going to pop out of there briefly. So here is a question. Say that you are not a person looking for mods and searching like we're talking about here, but what if you are a modder? How does someone who's actually working on building a mod, how does the wiki function as a resource for them? Are there any tools or things that can help?
So a big part of it, in terms of that, it's something we brought up earlier regarding...
we got the resource space. Yeah.
We also have the resource space, but what I was thinking was the amount of like world objects. Of, say you were looking for a very specific item when making your mod, you don't know what it's called in the back end or anything. You can, with the amount of world object pages and such we have, you can pretty easily find it here. Then also, yes, we have the resource page, which has stuff like data mining tools,
Modders
and that links
resources
you
too. People
Mars
like
resources.
I've been trying to convince people like instead of putting them in like Google Docs and stuff, like let us host it on the wiki so we can have
Mhm.
lists of them like along with other Modders
Yeah.
resources. So they're like in a consolidated place.
And then also just by the nature of having such a large list of modders, you know,
Right.
say you're looking for someone. You need someone. You're putting a project together, and you need someone who's good at weapons. Pigzer. Say you need you're looking for like voice actors.
I was just
Veda
gonna
can
say
help you with
voice
that.
actors. Like, yeah, you can see all the people who have they did voice work on this mod. Like, I'm gonna reach out to them.
Absolutely, because
An
you
artist.
list performers like that, and a lot of people they're
Mhm.
actually very excited when you reach out to them and you're looking for voice actors.
Mhm.
No need to use AI, y'all. You can find a real
No,
voice
yeah.
actor. Yes,
Real
you can go to
people.
That
casting
is
call
another thing.
club and such.
We have a staunch anti-AI policy for our community content and pages. We do not
Mhm.
allow AI-generated submissions or written articles. Obviously,
Yeah.
like one of our huge policies is
Original
human
content.
written original content
Mhm.
and um,
We want it written by people. Like,
written by people for the people with true information is such a big thing.
Mhm.
That's
like you
beautiful.
write, you use AI, it's gonna be pulling from friggin'
God knows what.
AO3. It's gonna be pulling from
Yep.
like
Yeah.
all sorts of people's fanfics. You're not gonna be. You can't trust that. Like,
Yep.
it's just not a good way to source information.
I
Can't
love
trust
that.
it.
So we
Mhm.
kind of moved from mods into a bit of community. I mean, community is kind of woven throughout because that's very much what the wiki
Yeah.
is when we talked about it. So let's talk a little bit more about community and the wiki specifically. There are IRL events now and such. How has it
Yes.
been as the wiki traveling to these events and maybe giving presentations like this?
Yeah,
What have you been doing?
our banner.
Mhm.
Um,
Sideways, but it's there.
Yeah, it's sideways.
I know.
My big
I
head
know
was in
for
the
me.
way, so I had to put it sideways.
I know for me, because I am the social media manager. I do spend a lot of time like promoting even in person when I can. Like if I go to like this happened to me the other day. I went to a restaurant and someone was like, "I like your Fallout sweatshirt." I'm like, "Cool, you want a sticker?" And I give them like a wiki sticker, right? Or like I always
She's always
try
ready to promo the
I'm always
wiki.
yeah, I'm always ready. I keep that stuff, like, on me, and I do the same thing, like, I go to last year I can't afford to go this year, but last year I went to PAX East, right, and, was promoting the wiki there, handing out stickers, and people are like, "Oh, what is this?" Like, "Oh, well, this is, like, like an independently fan-owned, Wikipedia, dedicated to all these things that, we've talked about," and people are like, "Oh, okay, like, I'll check it out." And, I have people, where I go to these events and they're like, "Oh, you're from the wiki." I'm like, "Yes, that is me." Right. So, I'm always
It's literally
trying to
her.
like,
It's her right here.
yeah, and that's kind of the funny thing is like being the voice of the socials. They're like, I'm like, "Oh yeah, like we've actually talked before through this wiki." And they're like, "Oh my God, that's you." And it's like, yes. But it's there's there are people out there now who like when I go to events, I know for me personally, I go to events like this, they're like, "Oh, I know you from this." And it's like, "Yeah, you do? That's so weird because we've never
Mhm.
met." Like, it's super cool. Like, I'll never forget. We were like 10 minutes into this past Fallout fan celebration, and we had someone come running up to us as a group while we were grabbing our tickets, and they were like, "Oh my God, you guys are with the wiki. This is so awesome!" And they were like so excited, and we had a lot of like little moments like those throughout like that whole
Mhm.
weekend. That really was
This
so
community
just
is
so
great.
exciting. What that like there are people out there who I don't know. It's like people use the website, but when you have moments like this, like you really see the impact like our community and our website really has
It
on
really does.
people
All
and
the
fans.
work you do
Yeah.
on socials, on
Yeah.
Twitter, Blue Sky, other places
Yeah.
here. So here we are. Blubbin took us to the page for Fallout Fan
Yep.
Mhm.
Celebration. Now noted Fallout
Yep.
Fan Celebration West. Now,
Mhm.
are they renaming that
Mhm.
to Mojave Mayhem? Is that the new name?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
So we have
Okay.
to move this
Yes.
page again. We have to rename it.
Yeah.
Again, yeah.
But yes, it is Mojave Mayhem now, and then the other in West Virginia is Wasteland Jamboree. So we do have to do some tweaking
Right.
here, but
That's just
Mhm.
coming up. That's I believe May 3rd and 4th, maybe coming up soon.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Abraxas, are you going to that?
Yes. Well, sorry. No, I won't be going to. I'll be going to Mojave Mayhem. I will not be going to
But the
Wasteland
wiki will be
Jamboree.
there. I'll be
But
there.
yes, yes, the
My
kid
kid
will
will be
be there.
there.
Yep.
We'll have our banners up. Come to our table.
Yep.
Get some stickers. Get some free crap. Like, we're here for you.
Yep.
I was hoping the wiki would have a presence there too. I love that banner.
Yeah.
We'll be
If you
doing
guys
trivia
didn't
again.
see it before, when she
yeah.
mentioned the banner, let me just pull that up real quick. So that is an actual. You've got physical merch now, or physical merch and
I
physical
know, isn't that
stuff
crazy?
for a
Abraxas
booth.
designed it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yes, I made her
That is really good.
last year. So the first year, so right before not last year, I guess the year before, right before that event, Kate had talked about like redesigning or making us a proper logo because we didn't really had one, and we just
Mhm.
kind of used like the Vault Boy icon and like the lightning bolt. And so I was like, "Well, I could do that." And so then, kind of, I think the fun thing about that project was like it was kind of a combined effort of the staff was creating these drafts and picking colors and fonts and everything. Ended up
Right.
being like a combined effort, which was really cool. So then we had this logo, and Kate went out and like immediately bought a banner with the new logo on it, but it was just the logo, nothing else. I was like, well,
It was kind of boring.
we need something cool. You know, all these other banners have like links and information. Like we should have that too. So then after that, I
I
went
got
and
too
designed
excited.
the new version of the banner, which is the one she has there behind her. But
Mhm.
yeah, so we use our more plain one for pictures, and then this one as like our table banner,
Mhm.
right?
But
But
that really is a big transition, going from
yeah,
people who work digitally and separately for the most part, very rarely in
yeah.
person, I imagine, to work on this site together to suddenly meeting up and meeting people, meeting fans. That's
Mhm.
just does that light even more of a fire under you to kind of get that feedback from the
Yeah.
community?
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. It is like, I don't know,
Meeting
life
people that you
changing.
like work with on the
Mhm,
site all the time and then meeting them in real life, like you're friends,
mhm.
Like, and you
Yeah.
become lifelong friends, and it's a really cool thing.
It
Yeah, I
really
know
is.
for me, the first time I went, a couple years ago, it was like really life changing. And I would not change it. But it's like you said, like it's we talk and we interact all the time, but getting to see each other face to face is like so much fun. We have such a blast when we're all together and not even just doing wiki stuff, but even just hanging out and running around, like it's always a great
That's wonderful. So we've got a bit of an ad break going on right now. I am
Mhm.
sorry, people. So only a few people can see us right now. Some of the people subs are those with Twitch Turbo and all that. But you know what?
I don't even know what all that stuff is.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not here to sell stuff for Twitch, but Twitch Turbo is you can pay
Yeah.
Twitch to never get ads on any channel, which
Which
you
is
know,
crazy.
it's
I
an
was
it's
just
an
talking about this earlier.
yeah, it's an odd thing. So, you sub to channels,
Yeah.
and this is just to us and my subs right now. So you can sub to channels, and that supports them. You get their emotes, and a few perks, and you
Yeah.
don't get ads when you're watching them, but everybody else does.
Mhm.
Twitch Turbo, it doesn't support anybody but Twitch. It doesn't support any streamer in
That's
particular,
crazy.
but it's only like
That's
$10
crazy.
or $11, and then you don't get ads on any channel. So
Mhm.
in my opinion, it can be worth
Yeah.
it if you do a lot of Twitch. You know what I mean? But you should
Sure,
still
yeah.
support your streamers,
Mhm.
still support people you appreciate or you
Yeah.
want their emotes and all that good stuff.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
We're
So
gonna be
yeah,
raiding into the next folks soon.
yeah, in just a little bit.
Anyway,
Dude, yeah.
It's so I just
Have
want
fun.
to
You have
see if
fun.
I can end this ad break
Mhm.
Mhm.
because I want people to be able to hang out and see more. So do. Anyway, so yeah, when we can come back then, behind the scenes stuff, since some people can't see, or most 90 people can't see right now, pretty much 80 some.
Wow.
We'll come back. I want to run the wiki promo real quick since you were just talking about first time went to Fallout Fan Celebration, and hopefully, the next time y'all get to go, like it'll be more relaxed. I know the last one was wicked busy, but
Yeah.
it's
yeah, it was
fun.
wicked
I was
busy.
grown. Yeah,
Wicked busy.
absolutely.
Rain.
Ah, the rain. That was crazy. Yeah. I feel so
Okay.
bad. One of my friends from the UK, was their first time coming to the United States, and then it poured the whole weekend. I was like, "Oh my god."
Let me just ask chat real quick. Are we back?
Chat, tell us, please.
Chat,
Gotta be
tell us. Are we
back.
back from the ad nexus? From the dark zone? The ad zone?
Dark room. Never known.
Oh, no,
Okay,
you
we are
turbo.
back, y'all. There we go. Awesome. Well, you guys, so Braxis was just talking about first time at Fallout Fan Celebration and all the excitement there. So we're going to watch a quick promo for the wiki. I'm not sure you're going to learn a lot about the wiki from this compared to our talk, but here, check it out. haven't seen that since, last year. Beautiful. But yeah, so this is what happens when you meet each other in person. Apparently, you dance,
Right.
you party, and you get bodied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Classic.
god.
I'm
Classic.
never gonna live that down.
Not at all. There's a tiny little hole in my vault suit. There's a rip in those pants. I know that.
No, yeah, I tore the knee out those pants as well when I hit the ground.
That's fantastic.
That's
Well,
the energy that the wiki is bringing to the community, is getting
Absolutely.
bodied by your friends.
it's organized
Blaming
chaos because it can be
Abraxas on that,
chaotic
but-
energy, but there's almost nothing more organized than the wiki too. And that's what I
Sure.
love. You guys take that chaos and you funnel it into orderly drop downs and labels and IDs and pages, and then
Mhm.
then you let it out sometimes too. Well,
Then you let it out sometimes.
this has been fantastic. So we're going to wrap up in a minute because we've got to raid over to Skywind next. We are going to go over,
Woo.
take
Let's
a look
go.
at the Skywind mod. Y'all, thank you so much for sticking with us for C3 Community Creations Con. This is the third year. As an outro, Kate, is there anything you wanted to say about C3, about why we do this, or any of the work put in, or just a final thought for people?
Absolutely. So I appreciate everybody coming out and supporting C3. It's a really restoring faith in humanity sort of moment every single year to see everybody come together, support each other, support modders, and then also, grant wishes through Make-A-Wish. We're really honored and humbled that everyone has supported us so much and that continue to do so. And we are super hyped for the rest of the panels and seeing everybody again tomorrow as well.
It's beautiful. Yeah, next up on the schedule, we've got Skywind. Then I believe we have Shadows to wrap up the night, end of the night tonight. And then we start again tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern time with Sky Oblivion. Is that correct?
That's right. You got it.
Okay, awesome. And let's see. And if you want information on C3, obviously you can go to the wiki page, is your best location for that. Checking to see if I have a command for that. I think I do.
The
Yeah.
URL is
I think you do.
www. What is it? Fallout.wiki
Fallout.wiki.
/wiki/C3.
C3.
Yeah. Beautiful. I was looking for it because I got the wiki link. I have a special one, but I don't have that one memorized yet. So yeah, go to the wiki,
That's a little one,
search
yeah.
C3, you'll get it. If you want to donate,
get
there's
it.
the donate link and all that. You guys, thank you so much for sticking around. It's been wonderful talking to you. Abraxas, Blubbin, Kate, y'all are wonderful. I think we should do this again next
Thanks
year.
so much for hosting us.
Yeah.
Times. Okay, y'all, stick
You're a
around for the
friend.
raid.